Hello, nobody. Nobody in the room. Nobody viewing the stream. What is this machine on? Anyway, so I'm creating this live stream, this video, just to talk about or recollect this experience I had some years ago now. Staying at my mother's house here, or visiting, or whatever the case may be. And I think I had gone to bed and slept through the night. I think it was early in the morning, and I was waking up. Or before I woke up, I think I woke up I saw, well, it was perfectly real. What I saw was perfectly real. It wasn't like a typical dream that seems surreal or quasi-real. You know how dreams can be fantastical or have strange elements. So this wasn't exactly a dream. I'd have to call it seem more like a trance again or something. I don't know exactly what it was. It was like the light was kind of dim. The light was kind of dim. It wasn't fully bright, but what I saw was just the image of a room. I saw the image of a room with some I think it was the living room. And there were some objects in it, like a table I had bought from IKEA. What was so cool about it was it wasn't a regular dream. It was like an actual image, like you could look at while awake. It was perfectly real. I was like conscious in this trance scene, or this, I don't know what to call it, trance or something. I think I had slept through the night, and I think I had went into this. I went into this dimension or trance and saw this image. I think it was simply the living room with this table in it that I bought, little stand table thing I got from IKEA, I think. But it wasn't an image of any reality that was actual in this world, because the objects were arranged. That table wasn't actually, I don't think it was actually in the living room. So I wasn't just viewing a direct image of another location or just viewing it. The way I'm thinking about it, I don't think it was perfectly real, but I don't think it existed. So then comes to mind things like parallel dimensions and superstring theory, or whatever it is, quantum physics. They talk about, different parallel dimensions and which dimension is real. But so I got to ask that about this, because it was a perfectly real image just looking at it, or just in my mind. But it didn't exist in this dimension. because that table wasn't actually in the living room, I don't think. I think that's why I was thinking that. But it was perfectly real. That's what was so cool about it. It's just as if the lights were dim and you're looking at a room or something. It would be the exact same thing. So it was a pretty cool experience, really. I guess I don't have much more to say about it. I don't know what else I'd say about it, but just experiencing that and the actual that is actually real to me. To experience that, I guess they get them. The fly there. I mean, I think I just experienced that once, but one time. It'd be cool to experience that a lot. It'd be cool, really, really cool. But I don't know. What's the point of that? But I don't know. So maybe it's like the X-Men or something, but it'd be really cool to you could see in your mind. Like in the Lord of the Rings, they have that eye, that big eye, Saruman's eye or whatever it is, but you can look anywhere or something. Of course, that's the dark side. But wouldn't it be cool if you could just have trances and see all the images of other places? I guess they bring that, of course, to people through technology, through YouTube and computers and cell phone. Then you got to have a camera there and all the electricity. But wouldn't it be cool if you could just do that in your mind, like in a trance, without any technology, just through the universe or through quantum physics? But it's interesting to think that because of what I experienced with that little vision, or trance, or dream thing. I guess I call it a trance or something. It's just that one time. But it was perfectly real, but it didn't exist in my mother's house. It was like an image of my mother's house with this table, but it didn't exist, so you could say to yourself. See, if that were a memory, you'd call that a false memory because it didn't really exist, but it's a real memory. So what's the veracity of memory in the case of the trance vision? But I was aware of what I was seeing. And I just got spammed or something. Thomas Smith commented, "Hot Girls 2020." Oh, I'm just getting spam or something. I don't know what that was. So much spam on Instagram. I get so many spam. There's one person I met on Bumble who shared their Instagram with me, and we've chatted on Instagram. And one other person, a couple people that I've chatted with there as people I've gotten to know a little bit online, one or two, maybe two. But the rest, it's just endless spam approaches, messages I get there. It's constant. And the comments have been getting, it's just really gotten downhill for spam. It's horrible. And then here on YouTube, I just got this spam message, pointless spam message. I wonder if the spam kingdom is winning. The spammers are winning the battle. Because it's nice to get real chats, really connect to people, and have good conversations and good chats. So yeah, I think about this trance vision. I don't have enough subscribers, or I don't have as good a media product to get a lot of viewers, I guess, generate interest and get chats going. Maybe other people out there have experienced trance vision. Trance imagery, trance vision, or something. It was so striking because it was such a perfect image. It was like I was in a dimension, looking at this image in my mind, in my sleep when I was waking up. But it wasn't an image that you could have taken with a camera, I guess, because that table was not in the living room. It was the furniture of the table. It wasn't arranged that way. It only existed in this parallel dimension, in this trance image. And I'm thinking about like the X-Men. Wouldn't it be cool if you were given the gift of seeing? I guess it's just a gift, something that's presented to you, or a gift. I don't know. There are psychics. Psychics and all this stuff. So there's this a remote viewing thing in psychics. But I wasn't really. I think it's just a gift. It just appears. It just appears that appears. I just woke up and I saw this trance thing. It just happens of itself. It's spontaneous. It's like people who have near-death experiences don't try to have near-death experiences. They of course, the basic theme of the near-death, they have this horrible physical event, a life-ending, life-threatening physical event, trauma to the body or some event, car wreck or whatever. And they experience these OBEs and these NDEs, which is coming out a lot online. You can search on YouTube. But like this trend. But it'd be nice to experience all that stuff without the trauma, It'd be nice to just experience great esoteric mind, inner things, psychic, whatever. Inner things without having to be in a car wreck or whatever these people experience these NDEs, drowning. and whatnot. I never really shared this with anyone, so I thought I'd make this YouTube journal, YouTube live stream. There's no one in here. There's no one viewing it, but you can view it after the fact, I guess. So, anyone interested in thinking about trance visions could view this and process the information. I guess they exist. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Reminds me of another experience I had online one time. I was looking at an Israel website, chatting with someone, or looking at I think it was an Instagram post, and there's an image of a town. And something came to me. I just guessed something about the town. I guessed like it was in northern Israel or something. But it's like the thought of the guess, like presented to me, like it's like a thing. I don't know if it was a spirit I couldn't see, or just this thought, whatever it was, this thought presented to me. So I thought it was like northern Israel. So I commented, and he's, yeah, it's a town, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I guessed the name of the town or anything. I don't think I did. I don't remember. But he's like, yes, this is a blah, it's a certain town, Haifa, or some town in northern Israel. So I don't know if it's a subconscious mind, but I think something presented to me, some information or spirit or presented, and then I said that. It's the whole psychic theme, right? This one author says that thinking is actually in your aura. Makes this claim or statement. Maybe there are layers to thinking. I don't know. Maybe there are layers. Like in the NDEs, they're not in their bodies. I guess maybe some people would refute that, but they see images outside their bodies. They claim OBE or whatever, and they claim thoughts telepathic, like psychic or telepathic. This NDE, common NDE theme, I think people, maybe there are layers to thinking. Maybe people can experience things like that. And then if you say that to a psychiatrist, they'll just diagnose you psychiatrically, of course. Put you on a brain tranquilizer. It's a psychotic, which is very enlightening, very. But the theme of this video was the trance vision. I don't know what a psychiatrist would say to that. Very cool experience. It was very cool, very real. Of course, it didn't exist in this dimension, in this world. So it had to have been, what could create that image? Was it a parallel universe? Was it what can create an exactly real image of something like that? Very interesting. And here's another 22 minutes of live stream. If I've had a lot of trance visions like that type of experience, I could talk about it, but I haven't. And my horse, I had a different experience, which was the massage of light, the waves of light, and the horse's eye, or the animal or horse's eye. That was a completely different esoteric experience. That was a completely different genre. Happened, of course, different times. And I created a little video about that. I'm in the basement here, and I can hear people banging on the floor, stepping loudly. It's not insulated. It's not finished. Just the raw floor above. Yeah, there's a massage of light. That horses or animal eye? Horse's eye, I guess. Then there's this trance vision I woke up and saw one morning. Or as before I'd woken up. I don't know if it's just a really cool experience. It's really cool stuff. It wasn't disturbing. It wasn't negative content. But well, I guess I'll end this stream. No viewers appeared. No viewers of the live stream, no live chatting, but again, I don't have any subscribers. Don't really have anyone to share the link to, so guess I'll sign off.